All right, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome.
What is up, everyone? It's another Friday. It's another episode. Good to see everyone again.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can see you.
Mm-hmm.
We know what you're doing. Skyler and I are back here again. Hey, Skyler.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. A couple of things before we get started. I had submitted the podcast to be put onto iTunes, and so that it would get sent out to everywhere you get your podcasts, all the other players, and I've been waiting. They said they'd email me when it was up, and I've been waiting for the email. And it's been 2 weeks now, and so I was like, I'll just go check it. And so it's on iTunes already. I just missed the email, I guess. So if you guys feel so inclined, it would be a really, really big help for us to go and rate, review it, and just leave a little something nice. And that really, really helps us rank better in the iTunes rankings and helps people find the show. So if you do that, really appreciate it. You can think of that as your Christmas gift to me.
Yeah, and if you say something mean, still give 5 stars, then you can have a mean comment if you want.
Yeah, you can just rip us.
Yeah, in the comments. But the rate has to be high.
Yeah. How about this? Go rate it 5 stars. Roast us in the review, in the comments. And I'll read my favorite ones next week.
Yeah, good call. That's a good one.
Yeah. So go rip us apart on our iTunes comments, but please give us 5 stars.
Yes.
Also, if you can see on the video, new Unparalleled merch. You guys can go check that out on our website and pick some up for the holidays. But besides that, let's just jump into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. This week we're going to be looking over kind of our favorite moments, videos, things, moments. Said moments twice.
So double moments.
Double moments. We're looking over our favorite things in 2019 and kind of doing a quick rundown of our year in review. Mm-hmm. I asked some people to send in their favorite moments or little tidbits, and I got a few of those. So we'll be reading through some of those and talking about those as well. But I just wanted to kind of go through some of the things that we really enjoyed this year, because I think it was a pretty good year for parkour overall. Mm-hmm. I think that the momentum of parkour is pretty strong at the moment, and I think we're moving into this next decade looking pretty good. I don't know. I feel really optimistic about where parkour is going at the moment and where things can go in the near future.
I would agree.
So
what was your favorite moment?
Favorite moment?
This year? Be honest.
Be honest?
Yeah.
Just personally?
Wrong answers only, actually.
Wrong answers only. My favorite moment of the year was after the AOM picks for the online submission got selected, and then the whole entire community really liked it. Everyone liked it.
Yeah.
Every single person liked it.
It was the best. That was the best Art of Motion submission year.
Yeah.
There's been.
Yeah. And nothing happened afterwards.
No.
And that was my favorite moment.
It was the least controversial one this year. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad they took a year off for that.
Yeah. No, that's a good segue, though. I thought Red Bull coming back was a really cool... I'm really excited to see that, and I'm really excited that it got switched up. Obviously, there's still ways for it to improve, but just having more of those type of events in parkour, more big competitions, because we lost Air Whip this year.
Yeah.
And NAPC is still around and kicking, and they're doing better than ever, in my opinion. I think most people can agree that NAPC is the pinnacle of parkour competition at the moment.
Yeah. Indeed.
And I think it's only going to grow stronger from here. So, but it's really great to see Red Bull back and just getting a bigger variety of events, especially more European comps as well.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens next year for Red Bull. And, I'm sure coming back after time off, there were more kind of hurdles to jump. It's a new location, those types of things. So I feel like there's more to kind of iron out, but I'm excited to see where that goes. I thought this year's Red Bull was really entertaining and really fun.
Yeah. This year's Red Bull, I felt like there was the kind of the drama of it. You didn't know who really was going to win. Yeah,
it was. I thought it was exciting the whole way through.
Yeah.
And maybe I feel like everyone's going to always have their opinions on how the results were, but I thought it was pretty justified in how everything scored down and how it ran. And
yeah. It was, mostly, for the most part, it was pretty, like, justified and everything. Every result made sense, but at the same time, while watching, you didn't know. You were like, oh, this could go either way.
Yeah, no one just, like, blew it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
was awesome.
That was really exciting for me. And I enjoy any time in parkour where everyone can kind of, like, stop what they're doing and watch.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole event where the entire community is kind of, like, watching this one thing at once. It really, even though there's, you know, differing opinions and arguments and stuff like that, I think it really kind of brings the community together for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Because usually everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and we all can kind of, like, center around this one event idea.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, I thought, as far as events go, though, I thought On the Spot was the coolest event of the year.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, I wasn't there, but I think it pushed how we view event formatting and was just a really cool breath of fresh air. Yeah,
it changed the game up, I feel like.
Yeah, and I feel like we're going to see a lot more like street comps and events and stuff like that. More that I think that feel a little more like to the grassroots of parkour in a sense.
Yeah. Join or Die sounded similar to that.
Yeah, Join or Die was similar. It was a little more on like the casual side.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed being there. And it was supposed to be, like, it wasn't supposed to be like just the competition. It was supposed to be a community thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'd really like to go back again next year.
Yeah.
But those sorts of events, I think, are going to have a big momentum and a big swing in the next couple of years, which is really exciting.
And when On the Spot, like, when I first heard about it, because Nate was going, I was like, that's weird. I never heard anything about that. And then as soon as it happened, it seemed to just like make huge waves. Like everyone was talking about it. Like, this is the best event.
Yeah. It looked like it was run really well. Yeah. And I feel like the energy around it, where it's kind of like, we're just going to do it and hope it works. Yeah. Kind of brings out this like camaraderie of everyone who's there. And I feel like everyone kind of probably feels more connected because like we're all in this together. Like hopefully we don't get kicked out and our whole event gets fucked up, and like we all want this to work. Yeah. I'm sure that really helped bring those people together.
Yeah. Like how you said, like back to like the grassroots, it just feels like a really genuine like jam. Like exactly the same energy as like when I was first training. Yeah. Which is the best feeling.
Yeah. I mean, it's very nostalgic, and you're always going to look back on those first few events you went to very like fondly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do the same thing with the first events that I went to. Yeah.
But I think be able to capture it again, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's always going to be different. It's like the community evolves and parkour evolves. But if you can capture that feeling in kind of a new essence, I feel like that's a big success and a big win. And I feel like that's something we've always tried to really strive for with Fool's Jam.
And done a good job of.
Thanks. I think. I appreciate that. I mean, as far as like favorite moments of the year, just as from what I experienced, Fool's Jam was like probably my favorite thing all year. Yeah. Just because I thought this was the best Fool's Jam that's ever happened. I'm really happy with how things went, like through and through. I thought the competition ran well. I thought the live stream was great. Like, it felt like everything really like stepped up, and I'm happy with how each of it stepped up, which also makes me extremely terrified for next year because I want to step it up even more. Yeah. This year was kind of a test run to be like, okay, here's what we think we can do. It worked out pretty well. Like, now just keep like kicking it. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
When I sent out like Instagram stories being like, hey, like send your favorite moments, Elijah Wright from Portland. Yeah. He messaged back and was saying that, and said that Fool's Jam Comp was one of his favorite ones of the year.
Fuck yeah.
Being said, he didn't win.
Yeah, that's probably got to help.
It's maybe a little bit of bias there, but I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, him being there and thinking it was like that good of an experience is a big, I don't know. It was very gratifying to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Fool's Jam was really fun for me too, and also it funded me to go on more trips in the summer. Like I went to Mexico I bought my ticket to Mexico with my money.
Oh, with what you got from Fool's Jam?
Yeah.
Oh. So I didn't know that. Did I know that?
I said it to you, but I don't know.
But I don't think I listened to you.
Yeah, exactly. Ever. So, yeah, exactly. So I don't even know why we do this podcast. Because I don't listen to you.
I just need to like throw a mirror right there and then just do it myself.
Yeah, then you don't feel alone.
Yeah. No, it's cool though. Yeah. I kind of forgot that there were like decent like prize money at Fool's Jam as well.
Yeah.
And like that's something I really want to keep pushing because that's going to fuel more interest in competitions and get more eyes on it and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
And so, yeah, I have some really, really fun ideas for where I want to take competitions here. Mm-hmm. And it's exciting yet scary, but
yeah,
I think this year kind of proved to me that we can do it.
Yeah.
It's just making it happen. So
I get it.
Yep. If anyone wants to sponsor Fool's Jam and get their names, logos, whatever in the comp, in the stream, everything.
Paint it on a wall.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll 100%, if you donate or like sponsor the event with enough money, we'll throw a huge painted logo on the wall for the whole event.
Yeah.
The whole month.
Yeah. This is going to become a squad gym, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, we're looking for sponsors for Fool's Jam. This is kind of a tangent, but if you guys have any ideas, email me or DM me, and let's get something set up because this is going to be a fun year. So Fool's Jam 10, we'll let go.
Number 10.
Are there any other events that you thought like? I didn't do a whole lot of events, like go to a whole lot of events.
My experience watching NAPC from afar was, it didn't seem like a big game changer of an event, but it seemed like the most, it seemed like they've nailed down the structure. Polished. Yeah, and it's like they can just perfect that now. But it wasn't like game changing. It's like they've been working on this format for years. Yeah. And they've kind of like nailed it down pretty well now. Yeah. I think you and I have talked about that, and you think like there's still room, but
I think there's a lot of room for format growth in competitive parkour, but I feel like as far as the entire NAPC event goes, as far as the entire season goes, it's like this year is by far the best year with all the qualifiers and how they formatted it and like letting more people into the event. It was like top 3 from every qualifier is in the finals, and I thought that was awesome, getting more people in. And the way that it was run over multiple days, I was curious to see how it would go. Yeah. But I thought it was really, really good, and this was by far my favorite NAPC that I was at. I was really excited to photograph it this year. That was really fun. Hopefully they'll have me back again to do that next year, because it's like I'm gonna be there and I'm either just gonna sit around and watch, or I can have fun and like actually do something and give like more of a value to it, because I think they give a lot of value to the community.
Exactly.
And any little thing that I can do. Mm-hmm. And I think that photographing the whole event is something that I can offer that not everyone can offer. Yeah. And so I think that's really, really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I always look forward to NAPC.
Yeah.
It's always been like my favorite event.
That's one that's just going to like pencil into my calendar every single year. Exactly. Like I refuse to miss it, basically. Yeah. Those were kind of the only events I did this year. I was just kind of focused more at home and more on like our projects and stuff. Oh, speaking of, Skyler's video's done. Skyler's a solo project coming out next Friday. Mm-hmm. It could have been today, but I had too much shit to do. So
it's all good.
I didn't get to finishing the intro.
Yep, we got it.
But we got it done.
We got it.
Yep. I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
Oh, it's going to be so fun to share. I think I'm going to share a little teaser on Instagram today.
Cool.
Not even a whole line, just like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to rip. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe to Unparalleled and get ready for that one to drop next Friday.
I never did a solo video before, so I'm excited.
Yeah, this is your first solo project, huh?
Yeah.
That's so sick. It's such a good one.
Yeah.
The whole thing rips.
I'm so stoked.
Oh, man. Other notable things. Let's talk about, like, people, athletes, and, like, people that kind of push the sport, or, like, big changes. Not big changes, but, like, every year we kind of see new people rise up into like the forefront of the sport, and people like, and you can see who's more or less like dictating the style, because like parkour definitely goes through trends. You see, and there's usually like one or two pretty notable people. Like I feel like the last couple of years, like we saw the Descent game get like really, really pushed, and that was like really like popular. It's still really popular, exactly. But I feel like it's even more so like last year. Yeah. But say 3 years ago, it was like a totally different thing where you weren't seeing Descents all the way. Yeah, everyone's doing every form of castback they can, and that's it. But I feel like this year, push a lot more into, I don't want to say like more creative tricks, but like kind of less standard.
Yeah, and also that, but also I feel like this year in competition and just like in video, like well-built lines are being more rewarded.
Yeah, which I am such a proponent of.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll continue to keep pushing. Mm-hmm. And I really want to get more info out on that kind of stuff because I feel like it's not really like taught.
No.
And not really like, you see people who are really good at line building, but then there's kind of a disconnect between that and like figuring out how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to like teach.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about doing like an online workshop where I have a lot of like tools for how to get better at line building, but then also offer services where like I can give feedback. So it's like if you sign up for the course, like you get all of these tools to like keep working on it, and then throughout time you just like send me lines, and then I can help like give feedback, like this was good, like work on this more, you know, et cetera, and help like kind of coach athletes and be better line building athletes. So that's another thing that's on my plate that I need to like start working on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone who's listening would be interested in that, please let me know, because I would love to put that out there, but I also don't have a lot of extra time to like dive into a big project like that. Mm-hmm. So if it's something that would interest you, let me know. We can chat about it and maybe get a couple people on like kind of like a trial run, and just to get a little bit of footing as far as like my ability to help people with that. Mm-hmm. But I think that'd be great. But actual like athletes that I think really kind of popped this year, I think the obvious one is Josh Malone.
Definitely.
Just seeing his both his performances at NAPC and Red Bull. Yeah. I didn't really know who Josh was very well. Like I think I had heard his name a few times, maybe seen a few clips over the years, but this year it was like suddenly it was in my face and you couldn't not notice him. Yeah, exactly. Which like good fucking on you.
Like I think like a year or two ago, it was like right when Nate moved to Missoula, he was like, "Oh, did you see Josh Malone's line at Tit Jam?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, "No." And he was like, Nate said like, "I don't know. It didn't seem like he landed a lot of things, but he won it." And like I watched the line and I was like, "Oh, that was like weird. Like it didn't look like he landed a lot of stuff. He was doing a lot of the like, you know, butt spin transitions and stuff." Yep. And then like after that I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really into his style." And then at NAPC watching him, I was like, "Oh, he's really good though."
Yeah, I think he's really refined it. Exactly. And this year it's like really showing that. And it's really fucking fun to watch him.
It's so fun.
Because I never know what to expect.
Exactly.
It's like with a lot of these athletes, you get a really good feel for their style and you're like, okay, I think they're going to do this here. Yeah. You can probably predict it. But with him, I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Like, he posted a line in Matera before he left, and he did a front flip, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You do those?
Yeah, he just did like a punch front, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's you're crazy, dude. Yeah. But it's like, at which point in your cork are you going to stomp a foot down and then like transition into a new flip? Like, is it this half twist or this half twist? Yeah. Which foot is it? And like, what the fuck are you doing out of it? Like,
it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think he's really pushing those like technical flip connections really well. And it's exciting to see people get interested in those like kind of movements.
Yeah, like the line building. Like, he doesn't waste any steps.
No.
It's just so much like satisfying to watch. Yeah. And so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you said like think about, you know, athletes of the year, like people who've like, to me, Josh made a huge splash. Yeah. But I think he's yet to change the game. Yes. But I think he will. Like I think he's way ahead of the game right now.
Oh yeah, I think he's really pushing his own avenue, and I think people are going to kind of catch on to that and kind of catch up to it. Mm-hmm. But he's definitely like kind of like steamrolling his own path.
Exactly.
And it's really exciting to watch those sorts of things because it's every year I feel like we think like what could possibly like be new. I feel like we've thought of it all and then someone goes, bitch, like and does some, you know, and really pushes it.
Exactly.
And I feel like Josh was kind of that person this year.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it was really fun to watch him.
Yeah,
like thrive.
Well, the idea, like, when people do come on and they like bring this new thing, like I feel like Nate was probably one of those when he started doing side pre's to rails and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like they're taking this old idea and like bringing a new thing or like making it just a little degree harder. But Josh is just writing his own thing. Like he's making it all up.
Yeah,
like it doesn't. I don't watch and I'm like, oh, he's taking this old thing and like adding it or adding something. He's doing a completely new thing. And like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone move like him.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's just, I can't say enough about it. Like,
I feel like this is going to like bastardize it really hard. But you know how Pasha was one of those people as well.
Exactly.
Like kind of back in the day when we were like, we don't have really names for those tricks. These are just like weird and funky.
Yeah.
And he's just like very creative in that sense. I feel like Josh is doing something very similar, but if like a tricker did it.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah. His like twisting ability on top of it is
exactly
just,
like
yeah.
It's really, really interesting. But yeah, as far as those sorts of people, like Pasha is definitely one of those where it's like you're completely doing your own thing.
Yeah.
And it's working so well for you.
Exactly.
And he's still
is.
He's still doing that, and
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
That he's still being able to be that on top of it and that like innovative for this long.
Yeah.
Is really cool.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like athletes who have been around for so long and like been able to kind of keep up with whatever trend there is, you know? I feel like in 2019, Didi started getting his flowers in that sense.
Yeah, I think that, I mean,
like
Didi's been so well known for a long time, but I feel like he's been so injury ridden that he hasn't really gotten to like really shine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I don't know how long he's been around. Like so since I started, he's been around and he's always been at the forefront of like, he's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Like you'll watch his videos, you're like, oh yeah, he's the best. And then you'll kind of forget about him until something else comes out.
I think that's just the culture of like the internet. Everything's just so fast and it's so easy to forget.
Yeah. And like, but I think he's one of the athletes that has like the staying power. Like I'm not going to forget about Didi. I'm not going to forget about Pasha.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget about Alfred. Whereas like, I don't know, like in the last few years, I feel like, I don't know, like Kirya Koleskinov, like I forget about him. Like, and he was one of those people that rose up in the year and then like.
That's true.
Fell off. Cause I think he doesn't have the like, I don't know, the staying power, I guess is what I'd call it.
I mean, some people just like don't care anymore. They're like,
yeah, I think
I feel like a lot of it comes down to just like, I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do and whoop. I was just trying, oh my God.
Is this Jivar Biza?
Yeah, I was like just trying to pull up the video so that when we get to videos, I know whose it is.
Yeah.
So sorry about that mishap. If that was loud, I'm sorry. But this computer sucks so bad. And so I was like, I'd pause it and it would take so long to pause to where I think that I didn't press it. And so I'd do it again. And
then
it'd
you
pause and go.
That's embarrassing.
No, but I think you're totally right. I think that Didi has also really like crafted his own really unique style. And I think it really, really got to shine this year. It's just so fun to watch him. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 2015. It was the year that he won the qualifier, the Art of Motion qualifier, and then couldn't go. Like, he couldn't get out of Morocco.
Yeah.
That was the year I was like, oh, yeah, like, why isn't he, like, why don't people, like, consider him when they're talking about, like, the best?
Yeah.
And then I just, like, was waiting. Didn't hear anything from him because I think he moved to Denmark or something.
He did, yeah.
And, like, that was when I finally started seeing, like, clips from him or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a really fun story to get, like, more info on.
Yeah.
Because I think his life's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you and I talked about this, kind of like there's athletes that have the, like, technical proficiency that they can kind of adapt to any, like, trend in the community. Like Andy, I don't know how to say his last name, Hola.
I think it's Vole.
Vole. He's one of those athletes, like, he's so technically proficient and, like, he's been around for so long just kind of, like, honing in that he can just, like, branch out and do like such crazy stuff that he's been doing this year,
Yeah.
like all the underbar, like stuff like that.
He's one of my favorite athletes by far.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just a really creative bar work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
And like when I think of athletes, when I'm talking about this, like people who have that like technical proficiency to be around forever, like Andy, Yanis, Daryl for me.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes down to like strength and conditioning too.
Yeah,
it's, like,
exactly.
Being on top of your health and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that Andy does a good job. And if Andy hears this and we murdered his name, I feel sorry because we're just ignorant Americans.
Yes, we are.
So
come to America then.
Yeah, I do, not like an individual person, but I just wanted to kind of take note just how on fire Store is this year.
True.
Like I feel like last year, I don't know, I haven't looked at their metrics in a while, but I feel like last year was really when they started to pop, and they just haven't fucking slowed down.
Exactly.
And it's so sick.
Yeah.
And you can see that that's giving them like all sorts of opportunities, and like they're really, I feel like when you're like, I just want to keep doing it, and then it'll like kind of break out and create like more grand things. I feel like they're finally at that moment where that's happening for them, and it's like crazy to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it seems so intangible for parkour, because we're all just like, oh, it's like our niche thing. Eventually like something will happen where we get more of a mainstream presence, but I don't really know how that's going to happen. And like now that they've done it.
Yeah. It's like, this is how it's going to happen.
Yeah. They have a bigger audience than like most of like the creators that I watch on YouTube or like anywhere on the internet.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Store since like I first started. Like I think when they did Super Tramps Thailand was probably the last time that I was like still like constantly watching their stuff.
Yeah.
And then like this year I was just like, oh, let's go see what Store is up to. And then I just started like I'm watching their like vlogs all the time now.
Yeah.
And just like
I do my best to watch each video.
Yeah.
Just it's so interesting to me. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you saw last night, yesterday, whenever they did like the performance for Six Underground premiere.
Yeah, in
New
Rockefeller
York.
Square.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds, Michael Bay, like
yeah,
it's fucking wild.
It's
dude.
Unreal.
That's like just like that next level of like shit.
Yeah,
it's so cool. So it's like not only did they get in the movie, but
they're doing the promotion. Like
they're also like promoting the movie. It's like it's not that they were like stuntmen in the movie. It's that their like image and like identity is like in the movie, and like the projection of the movie itself is like hand in hand with them. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with because they're so prominent online, but it's so cool that they're not just like, oh, I was a stuntman in this movie. The movie came out, I got my check and I left.
Yeah.
It was like they did a performance and they were like, you know, at the premiere and all of these things. It's just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really glad it's them that are kind of the first ones to be doing the like work with movies in that way, because like they're so, I don't know, influential in the community and like have been influenced by the community.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like plenty of athletes have done stunt work.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome. And it's like just more of us who get into more media outlets is just great.
Yeah.
And it's just so good for the community. But just seeing such a public facing view of it is really cool and like special and unique. So yeah, like props to them on that one.
Totally.
That's fucking huge. Yeah, so I just wanted to like touch on a couple of our favorite videos of the year. And I feel like we both find different aspects of videos. Like what we look for in videos is like a bit different. Obviously, like we both like really good parkour.
Yeah.
But I feel like what makes it like a really top-notch video for each of us is definitely different.
Yeah. For me, what makes like a good video kind of is the videos that make me feel that nostalgia, like capture that feeling like we talked about. Like, I think that's why I like our videos at the gym so much, because I feel like they capture it. And maybe it's because I'm here, but...
it's because you actually experienced it.
Yeah, but like Missoula Parkour 10 just felt like an old-fashioned training video, like kind of in a new way. Yeah. Which I really liked it for that. Yeah. But like videos that I really liked in that sense were Brian Riggins' 2019 video and Carl from Switzerland, and I don't know how to say the other guy's name.
Well, I accidentally played it, so.
Yeah, it's called G-Varbs 2.
Varps.
It's just like them two training, and just like a classic video.
Yeah.
And then I think you and I both agreed Spit.
Spit was really, really dope.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just like a big old fat packed sandwich of action content, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Very bingeable.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, and those are all like very kind of like very training focused, just like clips and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's my style, baby.
Nice. Well, we'll have all of those linked in the description as well. If you guys haven't seen them, definitely go check those out. No real order, but my top videos from the year would be Storm Madrid. As far as the production value of like the videos, I don't think anyone is doing it as well as Storm is right now. Mm-hmm. I think they're the gold standard as far as video production in parkour right now.
Yeah.
There are other people who have done this in the past, like Jessian was really top notch for video production, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not doing this kind of stuff anymore. But as far as this year is concerned, big shout out to Storm and Kai and those guys for just keep continuously putting it down. I loved how Storm Madrid had like parts, like athlete parts.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. It was very like skater-esque. And then just like the entire like filming production, the intro is really cool, and like you know, through and through, like every shot was really, really good. I just loved the whole thing. That's probably the video I've watched the most this year. And definitely can probably see that it's pulled inspiration for how I'm shooting some of our videos and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as like that goes, that video is awesome. It was so cool. Mm-hmm. Aslan's titling was so like good in it too. It was very like you had to be looking for it.
Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So in Storm Madrid, each athlete at the beginning of their part had a their name titling, like hidden in the shot somewhere. It wasn't like hidden, but like those like the graphic was like somewhere in the shot. Like on Joe's, he's like running down, and there's a neon sign over him that says like Joseph.
Oh.
Yeah, and like I think was it Tim's? One of them had like
one was like graffitied on a wall next to him. I remember that one.
And they were all like really subtle, but if you're looking for them, you're gonna catch them, and they were just like really, really, really well done.
Oh, okay.
And it was really cool.
Yeah.
Light work was also in my top as well, just because I like conceptual videos. Those are really exciting to me right now, and you know, it's kind of interesting because I feel like we're almost at opposite ends of the spectrum for that, because your favorite thing is just like raw ass training clips, and I'm like, I want to see something that's totally on the other end, where it's like taking parkour and how creative can we make like a video idea or a video project and make it something interesting and unique. And so like conceptual videos like light work are really cool, even if it wasn't like the longest video, or I mean, I can't even say that it was like not the hardest video, because there's hard ass shit that I did in that video and it's so cool. But maybe like it's not the hardest shit ever, but combine like the creativity of the video and the creativity of the movement just makes this piece that is really fun and different to watch, and it's not the same training every single time. And that's what I really enjoy seeing.
That like, it's when Lightwork came out, there are things that I can respect, like a conceptual video is like, oh, I really like that they're moving in this direction, but it's not something I'm gonna watch again. Probably.
Speaking of conceptual videos, we were talking about a video concept yesterday, you and I want to say it, but I really, really want to make that.
I'm in.
So we have a bunch of time this winter to kind of work on it, because I think that'd be really fun. So, sorry viewers, but
Easter egg, baby.
And get a little preview. And then my last one is HAL 5.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love that video for the reasons that it was such a sick training video, and like every clip was just so enjoyable, and like they worked so hard in the movement, and it was also really well shot, and just like this nice, clean, just like polished, like so good. I
hadn't heard of it until, I don't know.
Did you just like miss it when it came out?
Yeah, no, I never saw anything about it.
That's so crazy.
And I think you and me and Mick were talking about like videos of the year or something, and you guys were like, oh, HAL 5 has got to be it, and I was like, oh, like in my head it was like, oh, that's an old video. And you were like, You're like, no, it's probably like the best video that's came out this year. And I was like, oh, it's this year? And I looked it up and I was like 7 months late.
That's crazy because like the week it came out, it was one of those where like everyone was sharing it. I don't know who the fuck you were.
I don't know either. I'm not on Facebook.
That definitely could be a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you missed that.
Yeah,
it was
but
so
I went
good.
back and watched it again, and I was like, oh, this rips.
Yeah. But. So, yeah, shout out to those guys. Hal 5 looks so sick. I really want to get out there.
Mm-hmm. The aesthetic of their gym is so nice.
It's so nice. And I feel like the training style in that video is something that I gravitate towards really heavily, and so I think I like it even more in that fact.
Yeah.
Because I, like, relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were definitely so many other videos that were awesome this year that I really enjoyed, but those were just like no real like order, but those were definitely some of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me pull up some submissions that people sent us. Let me just open up the Method Instagram, and if you're not following the Method Instagram, what the fuck are you doing?
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, Elijah said Foolish Gym competition. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that.
No, yeah. I mean,
Joey Hirschman said Tempest team is now pretty much all living in LA. Those athletes in a winter-free city with all those gyms spending time together is going to get nuts, which it looks like will be really interesting to watch as that goes on. It's like very new.
I didn't understand what you said. What you said.
He was saying that like now that all of Tempest is living in one place, the growth of that will probably be like really crazy as far as like, skill wise goes.
Yeah.
Which I definitely agree with. That's like very new, and we'll have to see like what happens. But yeah, that'll be cool.
Well, even since Nate moved, like I don't follow Tempest, but like you're like, I think they're doing like team training, like Instagram edits or whatever. Like,
like a little outdoor like day edits and stuff like that. And yeah, it's cool.
It seems like they're more focused on training now than like events and like projects or whatever.
Yeah,
which is cool.
It is cool. I like that avenue. Julian Nicholson, one of the kids here at the gym, said his favorite athlete of the year was Joel Larson.
Ooh. That's a good choice.
That is a good choice. After he sent me that, I just went back and watched a bunch of Joel's clips.
I could scroll through his Instagram forever.
Super bingeable stuff, just like so fun to watch.
Super clean and super like well-rounded.
Very well-rounded. Like the first like 3 clips I watched was like really big Kongs, really big lashes, really good like connected flips.
Exactly. Like well-built lines.
Yeah,
everything.
Really well-built lines. And I was like, oh, this dude's so sick.
Yeah.
And able to like, there's one of his clips, he's like playing a little like playground bars. Like not like a bar set, just like 3 like workout bars.
Yeah. And
like created a like really interesting line. And then at the very end just pulls out a fly double full out of seemingly nothing.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's such a... Yeah, I remember when I first started watching him, I was like... I was like, oh, he doesn't seem like super powerful or anything. Or like one of those people who can just like pull flips out of nowhere, like a dub or whatever.
Right.
But then like... I watched him do it once, and then now it's just like...
Yeah.
He's all... Not like Josh, but like just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
He's really, really good. Let's see if I got any others. I think I got 1 or 2 on my profile.
I think on Instagram, one of the best bail of the year would be Joe Scandritt's bail at On the Spot.
Yes, dude.
The speed.
That was definitely, I agree as far as bail of the year. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I've watched that so many times, and I still have no idea how he walked out of that.
Yeah.
Just unscathed. Well, not unscathed, but like...
Pretty much.
Functionally unscathed. Like, he didn't break anything, like...
Yeah, that bail was so gnarly. Like, I can't think of another one this year that's like that intense.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And he bails hard a lot.
He does, but that was like hard for him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dude's a tank.
Yeah.
Dude's a fucking tank.
Also, talking about how he said like descents were like super big last few years.
Yeah.
Joe's been like a huge reason. Like his like innovation with descents has been so much fun.
Really cool.
He does such different things than anyone else.
Yeah, his are really creative. Like a lot of his like there's one clip he did, it was like all most of the descent was like sliding on roofs.
Oh yeah,
that one was so cool to me.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, every time he posts one, I'm like, oh, something different's gonna happen.
Something's gonna be sick.
He posted a clip in like Portugal or something, right, where he like.
Yeah, yeeted onto the fire pole. Yeah, that was so sick.
He's so much fun to watch.
All right, I have one more submission. It's from Nathan Nix, and he was saying that around the time, so early 2019, maybe late 2018, feels like Mark's making the benchmark program and then releasing it free was an important step to encourage the community to actually condition for parkour instead of just chucking moves every session until someone gets injured. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Mark's program, but just like strength training programs in general, and I think it has been a really big shift in the community to better training longevity.
Yeah.
And just being more functionally strong for better training, and I feel like a lot of that is just the community growing up a little bit and not being like more people aren't just like 17-year-old kids anymore.
Yeah.
And have realized that we need to take care of our bodies in order to do this for a really long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree. I don't know if like that's like the turning point per se, but I think that
this year the culture is definitely
shifted. Yeah, there's definitely been a big culture shift. I think it's really cool. Like there are a lot of people doing like not a lot, but a lot more people doing like programming and stuff like that, like Tom Taylor's programs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Has been cropping up, and like basically everyone that's winning parkour competitions is lifting a lot and getting stronger and taking care of their bodies better, and like there's probably a correlation there, you know?
Maybe. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a really interesting and positive theme. Mm-hmm. And then he also goes, speaking of recklessly chucking it, I'm currently training in London, and I'm hearing that that's sort of the reputation that the US has.
It's always been that way, and I've never got it.
Yeah. I think it's just who you're watching.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like Max Henry.
Yeah.
You know, like he's in the US. Like the US is so big.
I can't think of an athlete though in America that's doing that. That is just
kids.
Being.
Like,
yeah, I guess. But like who's watching a kid? I guess.
I don't know.
Like what's his name from Sessions? Riker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's just randomly hucking things.
Yeah, I feel like
he's like 13.
I mean, also like if you're training in London and that's just the reputation you're hearing for the States, like you're probably just seeing things online and not actually knowing like a broader picture of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not really trying to defend the States. Like the States, I don't really like care.
No.
But I just from living here and being really well connected in United States parkour, I don't really see that very much. I don't know.
I remember hearing a bunch about that when Satchel did the double Kong at IMAX.
Oh my God! If that's where they're like getting that,
yeah.
Oh, that's so frustrating because, dude, Satchel is one of the least sendy people.
Exactly.
He's super talented and pushes super hard, but he's not being sendy.
No.
Like he fucked up once.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone's like, oh, he just is sending shit.
Yeah, I mean,
no one knows because they just don't see Satchel post because he doesn't post. Yeah. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, he doesn't even have an Instagram.
No.
Yeah.
He's been doing dailies for years. I don't remember how many years it is, but he's trains an hour every single day for it was like 3 years or something like that. I could be understating it.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking monster, and that just like makes me frustrated that when people went off on that, it was just like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm not in the, like, European community, but I see a lot of Cindy stuff there, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I see Luke Stone's bail more than I see Satchel bail.
Yeah.
And they did the same double Kong.
Yeah, but I don't think Luke Stone's is particularly just a Cindy dude.
No, exactly.
I think he's very calculated.
Yeah.
It's just the small slice of what you see online.
Yeah.
I think really is just going to paint that picture one way or the other, and just how you take it. But there's going to be Sendy people everywhere. There are Sendy people probably in London, and there probably are Sendy people here. Like I know some.
I know some in Vietnam. I know at least one in Vietnam.
You know people in Vietnam really well?
Yeah. Well, I know like one real Sendy guy in Vietnam.
Oh yeah. If there's anyone in Vietnam who's Sendy.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Is that where he's from?
I think so.
Okay, because I didn't get it at first. It took me a second to get there because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check.
Yeah, check.
Hold on.
If I'm racist, or if I'm wrong, that's not racist, right?
Oh, man. If I'm racist.
Well, if I'm racist, that's not wrong.
That was a Freudian slip for sure.
Yeah.
It took me so long to remember what his name is.
Cork Boy.
Yeah, but I guess if I had searched Cork Boy, it's in his bio. Fuck, it doesn't say.
I feel like he tags the location Laos a lot.
Oh, you could be wrong. I mean, right. Shut up, dude. Okay, yeah, he's from Vietnam. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Well, we ruined that joke, but at least we're right.
Yeah, and that's the important thing.
That's the important thing.
I'm typically right, so.
Yeah. I wouldn't know because I've never listened to you ever.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't got it because I don't listen to you, so it's all good.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else as far as this year stuff? That's kind of all my notes. I feel like I had stuff in my head, but you know what? I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Probably just call it, dude.
Probably.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, let's
cancel the podcast.
Yeah, let's stop doing
Dude,
this.
I had multiple people hit me up in the last couple of days to say that they're enjoying the podcast. And one, I'm surprised anyone's listening.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you all. It means a lot. Like, I've had a couple people who aren't in the community at all. Mm-hmm. Which blows my mind because why? It's like we're so like niche and like heavily into this sport.
Yeah.
Like, what are you following for our personalities? No, you aren't.
No. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
That wouldn't make any sense. So no, but so now I've just roasted our only two viewers.
Yeah. So yeah,
I kind of fucked that one up.
It will be over soon.
Yeah, it will be over. So
thanks.
Yeah, thanks for following along on that little short journey.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. I have a plan for a couple more episodes before the year ends, and if I get my ass together, it's going to be really cool, and it won't be like this.
It won't.
It won't. It'll be a lot different. So look forward to that. Look forward to more really dumb cryptic messages about upcoming plans.
Uh-huh.
And have a good Christmas, holidays, Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa,
Thanksgiving next year.
Okay.
All right. Well, catch you next time. Please go roast us on iTunes.
Yeah, roast, but rate high.
Rate high, roast low.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
All right. See you next time. Peace.